We had this storm that brought cold and snow to the high country, so I decided I'd go out and take pictures of it. But by the time I got there, it melted. It was still a beautiful morning, though not as misty as I thought it would be. But the sunlight diffused through the clouds left over from the passing storm was soft and shadowless, and quite lovely. So I kept wandering to see what I could see. The mountain peaks were quite snowy, so I kept going south and west, and I headed to this pond that I know in the foothills. There was a little bit of frost still there, but by the time I got done taking these pictures, it was gone, like these whitetails. But I figured I might as well keep going west, and I found this fireweed just starting to take on color. And a little beyond that, snow. It looked like there might have been a fair dump of it, but it was melting pretty fast. I did find one pretty good patch of it though, so I sat down to take some pictures. The snow was melting so quickly, it sounded like rain. But there was still plenty of snow up in the high country, like behind this kestrel. It'll take a little bit longer for that to melt back and turn into mist. I turned east now and started to follow Willow Creek through the Porcupine Hills. There was barely any sign that a storm had passed along here. Cattle were out grazing in wide open pastures. And though the elevation is still pretty high, no snow to be seen. The vistas were pretty much the same as what this golden eagle would have seen a month ago. Though when you stop and look back to the west, it's like two seasons all in one. Winter on top, summer on the bottom. Yes, it's true, the hours of daylight are getting a lot shorter, and the hayfields are harvested and baled. The bluebirds are getting ready to head south. But despite that, it still looks and feels like summer. And until we hit the equinox later this month, it still officially is. So even though I pretty much failed in my attempt to photograph some early snow and frost, I'm okay with that. Summer, you stay just as long as you want.